he partaked in the killing of hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected one of you guys to just have already stabbed him.
Ondar just to step up and just basically say, you've committed a foul deed upon, and payment is demanded, and he will make a big attack roll, trying to lop his head off.
Oh no, please! Please! And then he kind of attempts to scramble away as you advance on him.
It's cute that he thought he could go.
I'm going to burn my inspiration and take advantage, please.
That's a critical hit.
There's your crit.
I don't know whether to do the huzzah or the sad trombone for that.
I will add a divine smite.
Okay. He's dead. So, hello, everybody. Hopefully
Hello.
you're awake. I'm still kind of getting up. But, nonetheless, it is Monday, so you know what that means. 10 minutes late, not too bad. Thought it might have been worse. But we are ready to play some D&D. This is Hoard. This is Tavern League's Hoard of the Dragon Queen, Session 5, where we start to trek out into the wilderness. This is a published adventure module as part of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, where we use Fantasy Grounds Unity to play. And it is important to note that it is still in beta development, so not indicative of actual gameplay, but it works very fine. Very fine. It's fun to use. Go on, sit down, rest at the bar, pull up a table, grab a pint if you're able. Make sure to stay tuned to see where the heroes go next. For the Tavern League is here. Remember, you can drink, you just can't get too drunk, for the Paladin is always waiting.
That's right.
It's a little inside joke from the other group. And so, our band of heroes, saviors of Greenest, now stand at the edge of town. The dirt path beneath their feet slowly transitions into rough patches of grass, peeking through the rutted earth. Divots in the ground betray the passage of wagon trains, bringing their wares for trade. The grasslands spread out in an expanse of lush green. Tall grasses sway and ripple in the soft wind, small hills pocketing the tranquil skyline with silhouettes of trees atop hillocks. The green fields sprawl open in all directions. An orangish profile drapes across the land as dusk begins to approach, filtering the vibrant greens and soft yellows into darker shades. It is a beautiful sight to behold. But an ugly scar of brown and trampled earth cuts its way across the land. Many wagons laden with stolen treasures and feet, burdened with trophies, had cut its way through the green fields to the south of Greenest, easy enough for any creature to spot. The lure is set, the trail unmistakable. Sounds of nickering jerk you back to the present moment, and with one last fastening of a strap, you can set out to follow the trail of bloated greed which leads to the raiders. You set forth on your way to track the cult of the dragon, to find their hideout and discover their intent. The fate of Faerun may very well rest upon your success.
No pressure.
I mean, we did meet yesterday, so I think we're a pretty solid team.
Right.
Okay. Oof. Go ahead and pull up the Greenest map, if you will.
Greenest keep or greenest player?
Greenest player.
All right.
All right. So, you guys are standing at the edge of town, ready to set out. I can't find that map. I'll get it real quick for you guys.
Well, gents, last night I learned a new spell. I can make things incredibly difficult to see for about an hour, but I gotta touch you.
You mean you can make us hard to see if you touch us?
I can make it hard for you to see by touching you as well.
Yes, I can also make myself hard to see. I can make one person, very hard to see.
Excellent.
But remember, it only lasts for an hour. And if I get distracted during that hour, it's gone.
Understood.
Like the idea of losing, quote unquote, losing concentration, literally being like, oh, look, a bird.
Squirrel!
The ADD wizard. He has so many good spells, but this dumbass can't focus for shit.
Right?
And all the ones that he took are concentration.
DC's 27. Nobody ever gets away from him, but it'll last one round, maybe.
Oh,
All you gotta do is just jiggle a coin at him. Ooh, shiny.
I might be blind, but I can't find this map.
I heard masturbation will do that to you.
Oh, har.
It's not that one.
Greenest? Augury. You
It's
making
like-
up words, Quillamir?
And it's
Oh,
a.
no.
Oh, there we go. Nope, that's not it.
Go to images and click on the shared button, or the button at the bottom right.
Well,
And that's only the map.
it should have the area map in the module, but I'm thinking it might not.
And maybe it got thrown into one of the other ones by accident.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm at it.
It's mildly
No, that's
disappointing.
the Greenest one. I want the area
Oh.
map like of the green fields, kind of more of
the region
Faerun.
map.
Yeah, and I just found a picture on the internet, but it's tiny. But anyway, let's move forward.
I know we just started, but I just got done working out and drank a lot of water. I have to use little boy's room, BRB.
All right. Slow start. My apologies, guys. We'll get into it.
No worries. Happens.
Yeah, my computer was a little messed up. I had to switch a lot of my my audio stuff as well.
Yeah, on my old computer, I had a lot of fancy audio stuff set up, and I got this one, and I reinstalled everything exactly the same. Never worked again. I had to start using my laptop as a second audio source for
Oh,
half
yeah?
of my stuff, because virtual audio cable just refuses to work properly. It's there, and it quote works, but the sound from the second source is just crippled, and I no reason why. Just permanently is like that. I've uninstalled, reinstalled so many times. I just gave up. I was like, you know what? I'll put it on my laptop and then force its own audio back through itself, and I'll force things to work that way.
There you
I
go.
got multiple computers. I can hardware brute this thing.
Oh my god, I found it. It was. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was looking for Sword Coast. Or I was looking for Faerun. It's under Sword Coast. Are you back yet, Sauerkraut? Nope. Doesn't seem like it.
Could you draw a line where
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
could you draw an arrow where at a map?
You're cutting out. Breaking up.
Is that better?
I see we found the map.
It's like dead center bottom, basically.
We look
Along the bottom line.
we're looking at the yellow circle.
Yellow. Oh no. Yeah. So, who wants to be like the, I guess, kind of leader or the face of the group, just for like travel means? Because I'll use one of your tokens for traveling.
Best token.
Knocked.
Knocked. All right.
This token's cool.
I don't know. My dude's wearing a muscle shirt.
It's true. It sets a certain tone when you see that guy coming at you.
Mm-hmm. It's like you're ready for heavy metal.
Okay, Knocked, you are on the map now. You see yourself on the Sword Coast map?
Yep. He's tiny. We were told they were seen headed south, west, right? I remember correctly?
Southeast.
Southeast.
Yes. So they were seen leaving Greenest south by southeast, basically. And there is a trail beaten into the ground, into the earth, that's very easy to follow. You really don't have to make any checks to follow them. But rules for travel will apply. So just in case you guys aren't wholly familiar, you can choose to travel at a fast pace, a normal pace, or a slow pace. At a fast pace, you can cover 4 miles in an hour. Normal is 3 miles, slow is 2 miles. When you travel at a fast pace, you'll take a -5 penalty to passive wisdom perception scores. If you travel at a normal pace, it's just regular. And if you're slow, then you're able to use stealth. And you can travel up to 8 hours of day without a negative modifier, or without a negative consequence, I guess. And then every hour after 8 hours that you continue to travel in a day, you'll have to roll endurance checks to avoid exhaustion. And if you fail on the endurance check, you get 1 point of exhaustion. And then the exhaustion rules apply. You guys all have horses. So what you can do is you can choose to double the speed up to an hour with the horses. So like if you want to go at a fast pace for an hour with the horses, you could travel 8 miles right away. Does that make sense?
I think so. Is each square 1 mile?
Yes.
Okay.
For the sake of simplicity, we'll say that 1 square is a mile. Or no, we'll say 1 square is 3 miles, because that's a normal pace.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, Noct, you're up.
Real quick, do you guys actually see the grid? For some reason, on this map, I'm not seeing the grid.
I took visibility of the grid off. Do you want it on?
Cool. No, that's it doesn't matter too much. I think.
Okay, just because I thought it kind of congested the map a little bit.
Yeah. With how thick that can be, I agree.
Yeah, and I just
want to make sure that I didn't do something wrong.
I gotcha. Yeah, we're kind of just using the map for argument's sake.
Yeah. So we needed. You said, because I'm trying to remember, it's been a little while. We had to go south along a path.
Yeah, you can just follow the path. But for argument's sake, we're using the travel rules. So.
Right. If we're on horseback, though, I feel like we should just go at pretty good speed and then ditch the horses in, like, after a little ways. I don't know. Being stealthy has never been our team's forte, but should it be?
The path is super easy to follow, so I say we use the horses to catch up, because we are behind, and then from there we can make decisions if we see them in the distance or not.
We have about an 8-hour head start on us, so let's ride hard to see if we catch up.
Yeah, maybe ride hard for like 6-7 hours and then switch to a slower, more tempered pace to see if we can get some idea of their camp before we're on top of it. That seems like it would make some sense to me.
I would agree. Well, endurance isn't a skill in this version. Huh.
You're still breaking up pretty badly, Almond.
Is that better?
That is.
Okay. All I was saying was they could also leave scouts behind, and if we get caught by them, the whole camp could be on alert. We're severely outnumbered, so we will eventually catch up to them. I think we should go at a little slower pace.
I mean, I
He
don't
makes
think
sense
they'll
with that, yeah.
But they just decimated a whole village. I don't think they'd expect anyone to follow.
Oh,
They
and
took down you.
and like Ondar said, they have an 8-hour head start. So I think we're just saying for the first, 4 to 6 hours, we go at a brisk pace.
Yeah, and then probably cut down to like literally like a stealthy pace, and then hope that by the time they've stopped their push, we're slowly catching up on them. They might push harder than us and get farther out, but I think we take the chance on a couple hours of hard ride. If we do see a scout, we're gonna have to kill that motherfucker.
No doubt.
So I think that makes sense to catch up, but also be cautious.
Well, we'll ride hard until the trail seems fresher, maybe?
Yeah, it's only +2, but I am proficient in survival tracking, but I was gonna say, like, somebody else may want to be watching that trail just because
It is
it's not my
my
strongest.
It's
You
my
would-
lowest skill as well.
You would have to be basically looking in the complete opposite direction to miss the trail.
I know.
And it looks
More than we want to like,
wolves,
well, maybe every hour or so we check, we do a specific look to see if the trail seems like it's getting fresher,
Gotcha. Okay.
to try to figure out if we're getting close before we ride up on them. That's why I'm thinking somebody with whoever's got the best tracking skill.
Well, quick question. They were on foot, though, right? They weren't on horses or anything?
No. They were, yeah, you're correct. They were on foot.
So we'll be faster than them. So
Yep. Let's get going, guys.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Onward Gwydion, he named his horse.
You do have control of your character, Noct. So if
Okay.
you're gonna move, just do one at a time.
So yeah, I think we ride for an hour. I don't think we need to stop for the first hour. I think that probably is unlikely to catch up to him that fast.
Right.
Yeah. So if
so-
if you're going fast and you're on horseback, you can travel 8 miles right off the bat. And 1 square we determined was 3 miles.
Okay, so let's
So you
go,
could travel 2 squares right away.
Let's go 6 miles, 2 squares, and then examine the tracks and see if it seems like we're catching up or if the tracks seem just as old. Somebody said they had like a +4 in survival, right? Somebody's really good at tracking. Let's have you do the tracking.
I will roll.
All right. Can you make me a perception check as well, somebody? Okay, so after about an hour of traveling, getting your horses fast as you can, trying to catch up as much time and as much distance, you take a second to take a breather, looking at the trail, and you notice that many of the beast's footprints are deeper on the retreat than they seem to be on the approach march. So this is following the same way to Greenest. This is following the same way away from Greenest as it is to. So they're returning to some destination. And like I said, the beast's footprints are deeper on the retreat than they were on the approach march.
Way down.
They're late.
Most likely with
Yes.
loot.
Yeah, but that makes me more worried about scouts or sentries, just because if this is like their place they're setting out from and returning to, then we might end up getting spotted.
What's Nox's intelligence?
Not high.
Could
I mean,
be.
it's not bad. It's 0, so it's normal.
Hmm.
He's not dunce.
Okay.
He's not as dumb as he seems like he should be.
He's got it. Yeah, he's got like normal intelligence because 10 is like the average for creatures.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone rolled negative on any
No.
of their skills.
No,
so-
you guys rolled
Or abilities.
ridiculous on your.
So yeah, maybe we dump the horses now and switch to a slower approach. If they're going back where they came from, I think that we don't need to worry about catching them the way we were worried. These horses know where to go if we just cut them loose, or are we abandoning them in the woods? Because I'd feel kind of bad about that.
They're your regular kind of a pack animal used more for travel than war. They're definitely not war horses, so they would probably graze wherever you left them.
All right. Well,
We
my
could try to-
vote is we dismount and go on foot. If they're going back to where they came from, they're probably not going far, and I think we're better off getting some recon done before we start putting axes to faces.
They have an 8-hour head start on us. There's no way we caught up in only 1 hour worth of travel. I say we press on for a little bit further.
Instead of following directly their trail, we get off to the side of it in case. I mean, it's pretty easy to see, right? It's a big path cut through
Yeah.
the grass.
Yeah.
Riding in the middle of it, why don't we get off to the edge where we can see the trail and maybe find high ground or hills or something? There are some around, I'm guessing. And follow it that way.
It's you're
Should we
you're
go
in
like an
plans.
hour off the path, but keep it in sight, kind of.
Probably not even an hour, just get to a vantage point where someone can see it and keep an eye on it, and we follow it. What's the word I'm looking for? Perpendicular.
Parallel.
There you go.
Perpendicular is
Yep.
a 90 degree.
It's always one of them.
Always the dumbest guy in the group, literally. So I use the wrong words a lot.
Drake says that you guys can use the carrot on a stick trick for the horses. Just point them at Greenest.
Okay, so maybe we spend so half an hour roughly. That'll get us like a mile and a half off the road. That should give us enough, if there are scouts watching it, to not be necessarily noticed. But you guys want to keep on horseback and push for another what? Hour?
2 hours.
Two?
Yeah, again, I think we're thinking too much about this. They are still, an 8-hour march ahead of us. There's no way we're even close to them.
Let's push another block. See what happens.
All right. So, for this, so you push forward a little bit more into the plains with the rolling hills wafting off in the distance. And as nightfall comes upon you and darkness spreads across the land, you come upon a clearing set to the side of a small woods. The light of a campfire betrays the presence of a band of creatures. It is dark out, and the firelight casts dancing shadows against the tree line.
Probably should have asked this before. So it's does anybody not have dark vision? That might actually be important to know.
I'm a human. I'm sorry. I do not have dark vision.
I don't
Okay.
have dark vision either.
Half elf, got low light, but
That is dark.
Vision of
That's,
5.
yeah,
Yep.
that's dark vision.
or half elf does have it.
Yep, half
Yeah.
elf has dark vision.
Pretty
in
much
5th edition.
humans are probably the ones in this party that are going to be problematic at our night situations. All right, good to know.
Get close enough to slay them.
So, you guys can put your tokens on the map, right? I think you have that ability. Or you don't?
I think you
Give me
have
one
to.
second.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it seems like we
There we go.
thought I could, but
All right, so you guys are off just to the northwest a little bit of this little camp, kind of staying close to the woods. Are you creeping up, or what are you doing?
Fantasy Grounds is not responding right now.
Okay, let me know when you're loaded.
Yeah, I think I'm back. Okay, yep.
You see any creatures in the firelight?
Are you just going to the edge, or are you attempting to kind of sneak up?
Oh, I'm sneaking.
Okay.
Like, if you want us to roll stealth checks, then I would. Yeah.
I'm not a
like-
sneaky boy. I'll stay behind.
I will not move.
plant your feet. I mean, I'm not the sneakiest, but I don't have disadvantage, so I'll wait and watch and let Freddy.
Oh, yeah, we don't have our monk anymore, so I think that makes me the sneakiest.
No, you have the
I'm
monk.
still here.
Hello, monk.
You lost the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so
I thought
so
Brother Ko was the sorcerer. Never mind.
if I
my
could
bad.
get stealth rolls from you.
Can't get rid of me that easily.
Right. Gosh darn it.
2.
Well, I'm a ninja in the night.
Wow.
Not so much. Let's
He's
see here. Inspiration, is that just add some or is that advantage?
Inspiration is a reroll.
I will use that.
Do you have one?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how to. Is that just click on the star?
Yeah, I think you would just click on that check mark where it says
Yeah.
Where is our inspiration?
it's on the main page.
Up next to your name.
At the
Ah,
top
okay.
on every.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Gotcha. Oh, I do have one. All right.
Okay, let's re-roll that. I can't do any worse than that, so that's a plus.
Hey, it's not worse.
It's beard on
Yeah, it's not worse.
You are a shadow in the darkness.
All right, so you guys, is it just Freddy and Brother Cole moving up then?
Yeah, Andar wasn't gonna go chink-chanking up
Yep.
there.
Okay, just because I want to know who's actually in close proximity.
I'll move up too because I don't think I have disadvantage. I mean, I don't wear armor. I wish this thing was clearer about that. I'm gonna roll just to see if I don't think I have disadvantage.
You should not.
Okay.
There you go.
I was gonna say, like, it's got that little symbol, and I never know whether or not that symbol means I have disadvantage or advantage, but whatever.
Okay, so
So yeah, I'll follow suit.
the three of you begin to creep closer, staying close to the ground, moving forward under the guise of night and dancing shadows cast by the campfire. As you get closer, you can hear the bickering of some humanoids. There's a few humans, dwarves, and a lone dragonborn, along with a small host of kobolds. They sit or stand by the campfire attempting to eat a meal. And though you move forth with perhaps not the best grace, they are completely preoccupied in their meal to notice what's going around, fat with the greed and victory of raiding. The kobolds are flitting back and forth, ganging up to take what food they can put claws on, with the other humanoids unmistakable for cultists and busy slapping the lizards away and swearing curses at the small creatures. Cursed lizards! I'll wring your fucking necks you take any more, you blasted vermin! Be gone! Get! As one of the men stands up to give a swift kick to a kobold. The reptilian folk scatter and congregate with their spoils on the far side of the camp. Your eyes also drift on towards a small rock pile just off the side, where many a sword and axe lay away from the camp, and outside of immediate reach.
I whispered just about as quietly as I can. Looks like our guys.
But not all of them. But unless they're all back at the whatever camp they're gonna head to, probably for the best. They're a pretty good distance away from us. If we run up and just scream and try to kill them, they're gonna get their weapons. Yeah, I mean, where's is the 10 their weapon pile?
Yep.
Okay. If we can get everybody in front of that, at least we force them to us, and then we don't actually have like a lot of range DPS anymore.
No.
Since we lost our sorcerer.
Yeah.
I mean, Qualamir's got some, but I don't have much.
Say I got
Sorry,
some,
Joey.
but I'm support focused.
Yeah, that's all right. My only concern here is we get in front of the weapons and we have that, and then they run off and warn the others. So we're gonna have to be pretty quick about it.
Take the weapons.
That is probably gonna be very noticeable. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of them.
How many weapons are in that pile?
There's enough for one per creature, plus like maybe an extra.
So I'm guessing this is they've set their weapons down here. This is not like pillaged weapons necessarily. This
No,
is just
this is
their equipment.
This is their stuff.
That's what I assumed. That's why they'll come to us, but I am worried if they run.
Yeah, they appear to be stragglers, straggling behind the main host that had been traveling south. Like they got hungry and said, "Ah, fuck it, we're gonna eat."
So it's not a rear guard?
No. From what you can tell, they're
They
disorganized.
think they're in the green.
Yeah,
Yeah, they think they're in the green.
Yep, they're disorganized.
I mean, they are in Greenest.
Numbers are not so great with us refreshed that we can't take them. I'm only worried about runners.
Yeah, I'll try and listen in on their conversation, see if I can learn anything. You guys go back and make a plan.
Plan? We kill them.
You're not there.
Oh.
Are you within 30 feet?
Oh.
Oh, he's the waste brain. Oh,
Like,
I forgot.
I'm assuming you, like,
I have telepathy.
I'm assuming
I'm
Ondar and Kolomir are like back, like in the woods, like kind of off the map.
Yeah, so Noct, Brother Ko, and Freddy would be the only ones that actually see this band because they
Right.
moved up.
Are they within?
Yes, I do. Oh, do you have like a message?
No, it's a racial trait. I'm just innately telepathic.
That'll work too. Yeah, that's easier than me having to walk all the way back and explain the situation. Let's do that.
So in your head, one of you will hear, "Hey, so what do you guys see over there?" Oh yes, by the way, do not freak out. This is Qualamir.
What's up, Q?
Cute,
No.
it.
I think in my head.
Be like, well, you guys have been away for a little bit, so what do you guys see?
Well, it's definitely a band. Again, thinking in my head, not speaking out loud. It's definitely a band of some of the kobolds and dragonborn and cultists that we saw earlier in the Brindle, right? No, Greenest.
Yep, Greenest.
Wrong campaign. However, this seems to be a group of stragglers. It's definitely not a like the main force. There's only approximately 12 of them total. They've also separated themselves from their weapons. Their weapons are in a pile roughly 15 feet from me.
Not really.
we-
It's all to Ondar, so he knows too.
We might be able to ambush them and take them out, but we need to be prepared for runners that might try to warn the main host that would be further up the road.
And he'll look at Ondar and be like, "You got anything you want to say to them?"
Get as close as they can before I charge into the camp.
Be like, I'll tell him, be like, well, Ondar plans on charging in about 30 seconds.
And I guess let's make a play for the weapon.
I am going. So I then whispered to Brother Ko and Nocton, I'm going to go around the backside so they catch any runners.
Ondar will tell Qualamir,
I'll
tell them
speak.
to give us a signal when they are ready.
I'll tell him, be like, make some sort of signal, or just let me know, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll have Ondar just charge in.
Oh, you want to go sit on the weapons and wait for him to come to us and then just fucking nail them? Because that seems like what I was planning on doing, is like trying to get to basically here and let Ondar run in. They'll run right to us, and then we just fucking hack and slash our way through them.
I ready a hand crossbow.
All right.
So, am I able to put a dart in one hand and have my spear in my other?
I don't see why
Yes.
not. There's no dominant hand in this game, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. You kind of you pick your main hand and then you have an offhand.
Yeah.
Spear you can hold two-handed because it's got that property, but you can hold it in one hand too. So yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
If you have your dart in your offhand, though, you don't get the extra bonus. You know what I mean?
So essentially, he's gonna throw a dart and then switch his spear to his main hand. Is
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
It would just take. It would take a item interaction to switch.
Okay.
Is there any like bushes that I can hide in here? Or, like,
You are
a tree line I could hide behind.
you are completely under the grassland area.
Okay.
So there's nothing around you right now that could block line of sight. But you are under the guise of night, and they are not paying attention.
How tall is the grass? Is it like shin or knee height or
I would say it's probably thigh height.
thigh height? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lay down in it pretty much.
Right.
All right. Well, assume we do another stealth check to move over to where we want to get, or are we cool if we're taking it slow?
Freddy's far enough away. I think he's fine. I would need you to make a stealth check, though, Freddy. Knocked, I should say.
Okay. Well, let's
Brother
just
Cole
do it,
as
'cause
well.
We're doing it while we're doing it.
That's better.
Money.
All right, you are able to creep over, and keeping low to the ground under the guise of darkness, you creep, getting to the weapon pile, and all you can see is them enjoying their food around the campfire, and all the kobolds off to the side kind of ripping little pieces up for each other, scrambling like savage animals. I do not...
Well, we wait for Ondar, the signal of Ondar running into a camp with a sword, screaming like a psychopath. I think.
All right, so I'm gonna.
So,
So I'm still prone, but like I'm pushing myself up like with one arm, and then I have my hand crossbow pointed at the kobolds.
Gotcha. So you are ready. Yep.
Yep. And then like as soon as I fire, I duck back down so I can't be seen.
Almir, are they ready?
so I'm gonna set a reaction for when they get about 20 feet away. I'm gonna throw that dart.
Okay.
And then my reaction whenever kobolds get alerted to our presence is to shoot kobold 3.
Okay.
And then I think knock
Anybody who
closest. So I'll say, are you guys ready?
Yep, send them in.
Freddy is.
Yeah, but I can't telepathically communicate with you.
You're too far
I can
away.
do 30
It's-
feet.
Oh,
It's 60
alright,
feet.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's 60 feet.
Oh, I thought
That's-
it was 10 times my level.
It's your mind leak. You can speak telepathically to any creature you can see within 60 feet of you. That's what I have on your character sheet.
I think that's part of the UA one.
That's part of the UA one. Okay. I'll have to look back through this again and tell that. Just for now, 60 feet I'm okay with.
Okay. Yeah, so then I don't know if I can even reach Freddy then.
No, you can't. He's like 100
No.
feet away.
Yeah. So then he'll tell Honda, be like, yep, it's time.
So he just stands up, draws his sword, and marches in
All right.
to there.
Oh damn.
Oh, teleporting. I like it.
Everybody,
And as
roll initiative.
Okay. Let's see, as he's moving in, he's going to issue a champion's challenge by using his channel divinity, but it's only initiative first.
Well, we'll just get that initiative out there. Deal with what happens next.
Is initiative no longer on the main page?
It is.
It's in
I-
the middle.
Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. Ignore me.
There we go. Okay. So, while Ondar is striding forth, Brother Ko, you get a turn. And this will be the surprise round. So everybody gets to go except for the enemies.
Okay. That'll show 'em.
T's just gonna ready that reaction, take a sip from his gourd, and call that good.
All right.
Friar Tuck, man, I'm telling you.
Oh, I'll pass it to knock too if you want a nice swing.
Alright. All the kobolds and the cultists kind of look up in surprise, like, what? Seeing the approach of the humanoid, and they look quite taken aback. Qualamir, you are up.
Just reset. Tried and true as usual, since all these kobolds will cast a light in the center of and put probably right about here, and just cast lights.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
All right. The kobolds look stunned at the bright light, now seeming to blind them. Ondar, You can finish your turn.
So Ondar, as he's walking in, he's drawing his sword and he's shouting at the top of his lungs, "You foul doers of bad! You will face me and face the champion of Torm!" And he's issuing a champion's challenge. So each creature within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, 1 second. Qualamir, that light cantrip is a touch.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yep,
Sorry.
so you would have to touch something and then throw it over there, you know what I mean?
Okay. I can. Is there a rock I can just pick up? and
Yeah,
do it?
there's little stuff all over the place that you could toss over there.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So the 3 that failed are basically drawn to fight me. They can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay. Does that have an effect on that one?
I do not see an effect. I didn't create an effect.
Okay. So I'll just have to remember.
They can't run.
They just can't move more than 30 feet away from me. They're drawn to me, and it's a bonus action, by the way. So as an action, he's going to swat Cultist 1 with his sword.
All right. That is a hit.
We'll pay for your sacrilege.
All right, Freddy, you are up.
Alright, peek up. Take my shot at Cobalt 3. Nice.
That is a hit.
Not great. Not terrible.
4 damage.
And then immediately duck back down into the grass and use my bonus action to reload my hand crossbow.
All right. Knocked, you are up.
Forward and ready action to attack any of the hostiles who come for a weapon.
All right.
Seems appropriate.
Brother Cole. First round of normal combat.
It did put compelled on the characters.
Yeah, I put that on
Okay,
so
cool.
that I can remember.
Well done.
Bye, Freddy. What?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna hold his breath, do the same thing, just hold his stance.
All right. Okay, so the kobolds scurry off. Cultist is going to attempt to rush up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, that's where one square back is when
Right
I
there?
throw my
Alright.
back.
Go ahead and do that.
What's that?
You hit. Dealing 4 damage. And then he will finish his movement. Taking the dash action to move again. Right here.
Gonna slash at him
Alright.
as he gets in range with my long sword.
That is a hit.
Long sword one-handed. Ah, this is 7 for a while.
4
there,
damage.
but
Alright.
Where's your mace or war axe? Sorry.
right now I'm sword and board. I got a lot of options. My actions page is probably about as long as a sorcerer
Yep.
right now.
He's got quite the assortment. All right.
Walking on three.
Cultist 2 will move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and bend down to pick up a weapon. He picks up a scimitar. Kobold
Brother
2.
Co, you get to punch him, right? Because you readied your action.
He
I
used.
already threw
Yep,
the
he
dart.
used his.
Oh, you were okay. Sorry,
Yep.
I thought that was Freddy. I didn't know who threw the dart.
Well, that was a readied action. It wasn't a reaction, correct?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys still have reactions. Okay.
okay.
Kobold 2.
And,
I'm sorry, what was that?
that's
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kobold 1, 5, 10. And just move off into the distance. Cultist 4 is going to move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And pick up a weapon. Picks up a scimitar as well. Qualamir, you are up.
Palmer will look to his allies and be like, accept this blessing, and he'll cast bless on all three of you, Ondar, Noth, and Brother. You'll get a D4 to your attacks and saving throws, and that'll be your turn.
So that will automatically proc on every roll, just so you guys are aware.
Yep.
It's the way the effect works. Okay, Kobold 6 will scurry off. Ondar, you're up.
You continue wailing on this vile creature in front of him.
All right. Ooh, critical.
Oh shit!
Money shot.
Do that against the dragon guy. Nah.
13 points of damage as he falls down to the ground with a gaping wound.
And he will take a step here. Brandish his sword and help us free.
All right.
Who hasn't even gotten a weapon yet? That poor bastard.
Freddy, you are up.
Alright, then attack cultist, or Kobold 3 again.
Okay.
Sneak up a little bit from prone. Pew pew. Oh.
That is a miss.
Alright, duck back down again. Use my bonus action to reload.
Okay. Kobold 8. Scurry off. 25, 30. Knocked, you are up again.
Yeah, let's just take another longsword swing at. I'm gonna go after 4.
That's a hit.
Thank you for the bless. So I think I hit by 1. 4.
10
Lethal
damage.
damage, apparently. Sweet.
He makes a failed attempt to block your swing with his scimitar. And your sword buries into his neck, killing him in one blow.
Yeah, not gonna waste a rage. These guys are not worth my anger.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Make a stealth check for me, Freddy, please, with advantage.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
good thing I dropped that 3.
Yep, he does not notice you in the tall grasses. He's just moving around. All right, Kobold 4 is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cultist 1. 5, 10, 15, 20,
He's dead.
25. Oh my
He's-
god. My bad.
How
My
are we
bad.
walking right now?
There's a
Where's the
necromancer
necromancer?
You're right. All right, Brother Cole, you're up.
Okay, I will. I'll turn to Knock, tell him that I'm going out, and I will take the opportunity from Cultist 2 as I leave combo.
Okay, give me 1 minute. 1 second, I should say. Minute's a bit
Drawing
long.
bodies right now.
Alright, Cultist 2. Makes a swing at Brother Cole, but he misses.
And look like a dash action. He'll go a little around to keep out of the kobolds, but he's gonna
Okay. Kobold 2 will get an opportunity swing at you as well.
I went around. I have enough movement to go actually.
Okay.
I'll stop.
That squats on the ground. Oh! That's funny.
Alright, Kobold 5. Now seeing that he has an assailant on his tail, will turn around and go, right! Now he pulls out a dagger, and then he will make an attack on Brother Cole.
Not fair.
Ooh, that's a 20.
Nope.
And he hits for 7 damage. Kobold 7 will turn his attention and do the same. With advantage.
Little bastards hiding weapons.
They had weapons the whole time. It was the cultists' weapons that were up there. Alright, Cultist 3. Okay, so he can't move away. He's just going to make an unarmed attack against Ondar.
Poor bastard.
That gets his proficiency bonus, correct? Yeah, because you're proficient in armed. It's just the extra damage, correct?
For a totally unarmed strike, you get your modifier, so strength, but it's literally just that.
1 plus whatever your strength.
Yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
can't be less than 1, so
For-
1 or
for
up
the
to
attack.
strength bonus.
For the attack, and then for the damage.
Oh, yeah,
you just,
sorry.
Yeah,
for the
you just
hit,
have,
yeah, for the hit is just kind of normal, whatever strength roll for them, and then damage is
Okay,
just the
yeah.
mod.
D20 plus their strength modifier plus their proficiency.
Okay, so that's a +0. So he is going to make this attack at +0, and he misses.
Cool.
Cultist 2 will swing his scimitar at Noct. Ooh, he gets a crit.
Oh, man. And then crits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is 8 damage. We go to Kobold 2, who will move forward and attack Brother Cole with a dagger, hitting him for 3 damage. Kobold 1 will now scurry around. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he will... Let's see.
Bastards smell blood and water.
So he will attempt to hit Ondar. This takes a -2 for distance with his sling. And that is a miss. So we go to Qualamir.
Walmir will. And then attack Cultist 3 with his mace.
Okay.
So not target. Okay.
That's fine. I can drag it. That is a miss.
And then that'll be his turn.
All right. Kobold 6. Scurry back in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will attempt to hit Qualamir. This is also longer range. He gets advantage for pack tactics. That is a hit.
Oh,
Qualamir, who just failed his concentration check, so you guys no longer have Bless.
oh.
3 damage. All right, Ondar, you are up.
I was going to try to hit Cultist 3 with the flat edge of his sword and not kill him, but knock him unconscious.
Okay. Non-lethal blow.
You sure do like torturing people.
That is a hit. And he is down on the ground, unconscious.
We saw Qualamir get hit by that rock, bolt, fling, whatever it was. No, for the, well, there's dim light over there anyway, because the light fell.
Mhm.
Going to move towards these guys, brandishing his sword. 6. So there.
All right.
Good turn. Shouting at them in Orcish.
Orcish.
Yeah, he knows they're not.
Yes.
He knows they're not human, so he,
Yep.
you know, it's the only foreign language, quote unquote, that he speaks.
It's
All
all
right.
the non-human languages is just working.
Just try them all. You'll find one eventually.
Quick question. Since I'm still stealthing them, shouldn't I be getting advantage when I've been attacking them?
So you are stealth. They will get. Okay, they don't have the surprise. Technically, you are hidden from them. Okay, so you are prone on the ground, in the tall
Hiding.
grasses. What was
Yep.
that?
Yeah, hiding in the grass.
Yep, you're hiding in the grass. So you are hidden from them. If you break the condition that's giving you the hidden, then that would end it. So if you stand up in the grass, being right next to him, he would spot you.
But I
So
do
you
have
can-
advantage on attacks, though. Like, I haven't been applying that so far.
What's confusing me is the 5th edition rules.
For a stealth attack? Yeah, I don't know that there's super clear rules as written. So I kind of feel like that one's... I've seen arguments both ways. Of like, no, it's you do a thing or you don't. But I just always kind of leave it up to
Yeah. So
the situation, I guess, how it feels, you know?
yeah, it makes sense. I'm just trying to find the actual rules for it. So, attacking a target which can't see or hear you gives you an advantage on your attack roll. However, you do not always get advantage on attacks when hiding. You must meet the previous requirements.
So if they can't see or hear you, usually yes.
Okay,
But
yeah.
then
So
they add that weird little spit at the end, or like maybe.
yeah, so this was what I was thinking. So yes, you would get advantage from attacking, but once you attack, you lose the hidden condition after the attack is resolved.
Okay. Alright, then I would like to use my bonus action to draw my rapier.
Okay.
Target Kobold 3 next to me.
And you're dropping the hand crossbow on the ground, I assume?
No, my other hand. Just use my other.
So that would take the one action, the one bonus action, because you can't switch items in one round. You would have to drop the crossbow and then take out your
You can stow or draw, but you can't do both. You can abandon a weapon. That's which is something that you see not do a lot. I just drop shit on the ground and then I don't have it anymore.
But I have a free hand. I can't just draw with my other hand.
But
It's a hand crossbow.
Into your offhand, you could, but you'd be firing offhanded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then let's do that.
be a bonus action to draw your sword. Withdrawing a weapon is part of the action.
Yes, I'd like to draw my sword with my free hand, the one that's not holding the crossbow, the hand crossbow.
Is that your
Yeah.
your offhand?
That would be your object interaction, yeah, which you get one per turn.
Yes. So now I have a hand crossbow and a rapier in my hands,
Right.
and I cannot no longer reload with my crossbow because I don't have a free hand.
Okay.
And I'd like to target Cobalt 3.
Stab him in the eye.
That is a hit.
Oh Jesus! Thank God. All right.
So your rapier's in your offhand, so you wouldn't get the
I don't get the +4.
yeah, you wouldn't get the +4 to the
Or-
damage.
Yeah, or whatever. I'm assuming +4 to damage, but you don't get the damage bonus.
It'd be 2.
Or it's +2.
Okay,
Yeah, you wouldn't get the
Or
+2.
2.
So it's just 1d8.
I'll just roll a regular 1d8 then on him. Does that work?
Sure.
No, I can't. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that won't auto target.
And what if I do if I do -2 in the modifiers? Does that take away the +2 to my?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
All right, there you go.
Hey,
7 damage.
Yeah, it
He's
works.
dead.
All right. So from the blades of grass sneaks a blade right into his backside. Do I remain stealth to the other kobolds?
So you attacked. That reveals your position. You would have to re-stealth, and you used a bonus action and a standard action. So I think, yeah, you still have a movement.
Can I use my movement to re-stealth then? Does it work that way?
It's an action to hide.
Yeah.
You could lay down, make yourself less of a target, though.
I am laid down, like I never stood up. Like he was just next to me. I just took my dagger and just poked at him, basically.
Oh, you would have had disadvantage then. Actually, I didn't know you were. I thought you stood up. Or I would have mentioned it. Melee attacks while you're prone
Oh,
have disadvantage.
yeah. Well, shit.
I dropped the prone modifier on you now.
Okay.
So yeah, you wouldn't be able to hide because that takes a standard action.
Okay. Then I'll use my movement to stand up.
All right. It takes half your movement. So you still have. What is it? You still have 15 feet left.
Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Move into the light. And then in my turn. And I'm sorry I bungled that up, guys.
That's all right. We're still learning. This is my first module. Ran in 5th edition, so.
I have very limited experience in this edition as well.
All right, Kobold 8. We'll see a figure appear from the tall grasses as one of his comrades is cut down, and then he will give a nasty run forward 5, 10, 15, and he attacks Freddy with a dagger. And
Does
that is
he
a
have
miss.
The light to get disadvantage, or because I'm in the light he gets disadvantage?
He has to be in direct sunlight. While in sunlight, the kobold has disadvantage on attack rolls as well as on perception checks that rely on sight.
Gotcha.
So everything
Alright.
within that is the bright light that I'll count as sunlight because it just makes sense. And then a certain radius out further is dim light.
Roger. All right.
All right, Noct, you're up.
Cultist 3 is dead. So, well, there's only one healthy cultist left. I might as well take a shot at hitting him. Liked it better when I had bless. 17 will do that.
That is a hit.
Still one-handed. Fuck you. You
4
fucking min
damage.
damage again. God damn it.
Should
It teases me with that 7.
have been using next, dude.
I'm gonna sidle around him so that he hopefully...
2 is on.
Ondar's that way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 2 was unconscious. Thanks for reminding me.
Or no,
That's
I think
my
it's the mirror above Qualamir. I don't think that one's dead. I think that one's unconscious. 2 was
2 was healthy. Yeah, 1 is the guy you
Yep.
took alive. For torture reasons, I assume. Moved it there, and then, yep, still not going to rage. Still a waste. These guys are not doing enough.
Brother Ko has some words about that.
Hey, have more hit points. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sacrificing damage to not take as many hits.
All right, Kobold 4. He is going to make a sling attack at Brother Ko, and he gets advantage for pack tactics from this.
Problem.
That is a hit.
I'm gonna use my reaction to the black pistol.
Okay,
Yeah.
There you go.
so that's 6 damage.
So 1d10 plus your dex plus the monk.
Okay,
Dex is 5.
Really min-maxed out that dex.
Yeah, so plus 8. Let's see, how do I add that? There we go.
all right. You negate that damage.
Now I'm. No, it's not worth it. Never mind.
You want to
get
burn the
it,
key?
don't mad.
Not gonna use the key.
Hey, to be fair, you get your key back on short rest, so. Just saying, you do you, but you do actually get yours back a lot easier than the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay, but I only still have 3.
All right, so I'll put you back at 16 hit points. And that uses his turn. Cultist 3 is unconscious. We just put that other guy back on there. And Brother Cole, you are up.
Okay, he is going to make a spear attack against Cobalt number 7 right in front of him. That's what I think. Just
That is a critical hit.
Oh,
And
man.
he is
and,
instant dead.
he is going to spend a key point to do Fury of Blows. And he's gonna attack for 5. And then he's gonna use the second half of his blows and attack number 2.
All right.
Going crazy.
I would like to imagine
going
when Monks
nuts.
do Fury of Blows, it's just all fucking Fist of the North Star.
Remember, he's a drunken master, so he's just like looking all fucked up doing this.
Yeah, I'm completely envisioning like Jackie Chan in the just wailing on everyone.
Yep, they
Bob and
thought they had him cornered, but turns out he just killed them all.
I'm not cornered by you. You're cornered by me.
Okay, Rorschach.
The last very confusing thing that most of those kobolds got to hear. Skulls were crushed.
All right, Cultist
Stop
2
forward.
will attempt a smack on Noct. Wait, no, he's compelled.
He still was 3 feet of me.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, he just can't move away from you.
Right.
So you can attack Noct.
Disadvantage or anything for not attacking Ondar? I don't know what spell that was.
It wasn't a spell. It was channel divinity. It's called Champion's Challenge.
Ah, okay.
Each creature of your choice must make a whiz save. On a fail, it can't willingly move more than 30 feet away.
Yep, that's what it is. He
Attack
can't
again.
willingly move away.
Or it can hit. Right. So he
Okay.
can act. You just got to stay tethered.
Yep. That's how, yeah, I see what you did there. Okay, so he is going to make a scimitar attack against Noct. He's going to slice in a wide arc at your midsection. And you are able to nimbly dodge out of that blow. Kobold 1 will now turn its attention to Brother Ko, dropping its sling and pulling out his dagger. makes a dagger stab. And he hits Brother Cole on the thigh, dealing 5 damage. Qualamir, you are up.
Palmer will look at Poultice 2 and cast Sacred Flame.
Boo.
He succeeds on his save.
Low DC. Is your DC set correct?
Yep, I rolled terribly in this game. The optimal character that I could make.
Oh, okay.
Kobold 6.
You rolled terribly. Me and Webb's first characters. Oh.
At least mine's still alive.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Kobold
Shot by
6 will turn its attention to Ondar,
Who grins at it?
the imposing figure right in front of him. Makes a sling attack, and it just dings off of your armor. Ondar, you are up.
He's going to walk past it, but as he walks past it, he's going to slice it, or attempt to. Oh! Talking shit, dude.
That is a miss. Freddy, you are up.
Ondar looks at his sword like there's a hole in it.
Alright, Freddy's gonna target Kobold 8.
Okay.
So I'm going to stow my crossbow with my bonus action, transfer my rapier to my main hand, and slice at him. Hey, Macarena. Max damage. I like it. Alright, I'm then going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and end my turn.
Alright, Kobold 8 is dead, and Noct is up.
Alright, this guy's pretty deep in this shit, so I'm just gonna reckless attack. Good thing I did, because I dropped a 2. Big asshole 2. Let's see some good damage. Come on. That's enough. Savagely strike out. And 30, move this way to help out with kobolds. Good to go.
Alright, Kobold 4. He is going to make a sling attack at Freddy, standing in the light. And that is a miss. Closest 3 unconscious. Brother Cole, you're up.
K is going to make a spear attack.
That is a miss.
Bonus action. I'm strong.
Hit. 4 damage.
And that's all he's gonna do.
Alright. Kobold 1 will stab once more at Brother Cole. And he hits.
I'd like to use cutting words.
Okay.
I think that's how that.
Yeah, you roll a d6.
Reduce the damage by 4.
Okay. Yeah, if you get that on there before I roll, it works. But if you don't get it in time, that's fine. So that's only 1 damage to Brother Cole.
And that is my immediate reaction for the turn.
He's gonna thank Freddy for the assist.
So you are at 22 wounds. No longer unconscious. Alright. Qualamir, you're up.
Walmir will take the dash action and get to right behind Brother Co. That'll be his turn.
Okay. Kobold 6 will attempt a stab at Ondar after dropping his sling, pulling out his dagger. Oh, and he manages to slip it in under one of your armor plates.
Pretty NPC bastards.
That is
Sorry,
8
I can't
damage.
produce that one.
That's fine.
Ondar, you are up.
You need new dice.
Yeah, I don't know where all these 20s are coming from.
I think Ondar needs to steal your dice color. That way
Yeah.
we get some crits on our fucking side.
Yeah, it's got to be the dice color.
We had a crit earlier. Under's gonna swing that
That's
angry
fair.
now. Oh, really? Oh,
Ooh, that's an automatic miss.
Well,
Like from when you were surrounded.
right.
Yeah, take that.
I have a cool bonus action. So. Wait a minute. Nope, that's it.
All right, Freddy, you're up.
alright, I'd like to target Brother Co. And as my bonus action, use Healing Word on him.
7 damage. Or 7
nice.
7 healing, I should say.
I was like, wait,
Anti-damage.
I hope not damage. Please not damage.
wow, wrong spell.
I accidentally used vicious mockery. Shit.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
Wrong words.
Yeah, but speaking of which, come on, game. Let me. There we go. Alright, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on Cobalt number 4.
Okay.
It resisted my mockery. Very rude of him.
Yes, he succeeded.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, not going to move. So end my turn.
All right, Noct, you are up.
I'm gonna get here and stand in front of Freddy so it doesn't try to stick him. And feeling pretty good. Gonna reckless again. With the big old long sword.
That is a hit.
15. Let's get some good damage, baby. Okay, one above
5
minimum, but
damage.
enough to get the job done. Did a lot of low rolls getting the job done for old Noct today.
I'm telling you, man, Great Axe.
Great Axe has such a wider swing, it's dangerous.
But you could roll a 12.
But I can also roll the average, which is 6, which is actually higher. And then I would also have much lower AC.
Okay,
Not
so
You have
Kobold,
HP.
Kobold 4 sees
Well,
everybody
when I'm
dying
raging, it
around
makes
him.
more sense. Oops, sorry.
Kobold 4 sees everybody dying around him, and he is going to turn and attempt to flee. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. With the dash action. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Got a runner.
And that uses up his action. All right. Brother Cole, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'll try to finish the guy off.
That is a hit.
So, quick question here. For your damage, you do it. So my spear is a 1d6, and isn't it supposed to be plus your modifier?
Yeah, your dex, it should be for you.
Okay.
Are you not getting that?
I got a +3. I should be getting a +5. Or does it not use the proficiency bonus?
Yeah, you don't get your proficiency on damage.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine.
Just the raw stat.
Okay.
Were you using that one-handed or two-handed?
1.
Okay. And he falls down dead.
And then he's going to move off after the runner.
All right, Kobold 1 is dead. Qualamir, you're up.
Palmir will look at the one kobold that's running away, and he'll cast Guiding Bolts. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to attack really quick.
Yeah, that's fine. I got you off that. It does hit the kobold. You
Missed
get
anyway.
smacked
Oh,
in the
this
back.
Definitely gonna fuck this thing up.
Gets smacked in the back. Oof.
Holy
Yeah.
He is dead.
Is that your level 2? Or is that a level 2 spell or level 1?
That's a level 1.
Guiding bolt? Yeah.
46 radiant damage.
Level.
I mean, it's a spell slot. It should do good damage. It's not
Yeah.
a cantrip or some shit. It was probably a bit overkill, but hey,
Hey.
kill like an overkill.
He's dead. That's what matters.
And then his dead body lights up for a whole round.
We get a good look at it. for a while.
His dead body in the grasses. It's just like glowing grasses in one spot. Go ahead. You have the floor, Qualamir. How does he die?
Palmir will be like, "Oh no, you don't!" And then he'll raise up his book, and then a giant beam of light will come out, and it'll just hit him straight in the back, and probably due to the amount of overkill, probably eviscerate most of it. And then he'll be like, "Okay, so what's next?"
Firefly getting hit by a freaking baseball bat.
Well, I suppose we do have that one who's still technically alive, despite the brain damage we have caused.
Find out about their camp, where it's at, how it's set up.
Like, if you guys want to time up, we can try and. That's right, he's unconscious. He's fine.
He's currently unconscious, yeah, but we probably should time up before we try to wake him,
Right.
unless anybody has actual manacles.
I have rope. That's it.
Yeah, I also have rope.
60 experience per person.
I think.
Sweet.
I don't know. Maybe my history or my background gives me. But
Some backgrounds hand out manacles, but it would have showed up in your base kit.
yeah, no, I don't think mine does.
Well, let's who's best at tying knots?
What would that be?
Sleight of hand.
That is almost certainly me.
I would hope so. But I didn't want to be presumptuous.
Pretty assuredly not me.
That is definitely sufficient.
Nice and toy like a toiga.
Well, we should probably all stand around him pretty menacingly, yeah?
You should get in his face, not.
I think we're all in his face.
You have tusks.
I don't have tusks. I have large teeth.
I'd like to try to collect the darts that I shot at the kobolds.
The
Both
bolts?
of them hit.
Okay.
So
And Andor would like to search all of the cultists to see if there's any intelligence to gather.
Okay. Freddy, roll me a d6.
6. I only
Yes.
fire 2 bolts.
Yep. You recovered
Round six.
both of them.
Both of them.
I would
Yep.
like to recover my dart as well.
Okay, roll me a d6. You are able to recover 1 dart. All right, Ondar, you are searching through the bodies, trying to find any information. After about a minute passes of you looking through the now bleeding corpses, you don't find anything of note intel-wise, but you do find 28 silver pieces among them, besides their cheap weapons. And then the kobolds have a sack containing pewter candlesticks, some silver serving dishes, and a few religious carvings of Shantea taken from a home shrine.
I feel like these would be valuable to someone.
Should be returned to Greenest, I would think. They just came from Greenest, so.
I mean, the
Fold
pewter.
his saddle
The
back.
pewter's
Assuming we go back and remember, we'll give them back, I guess. At least the religious crap, right? I mean, we don't have use for it.
right.
Before we wake that guy up, is there, because they have a big fire, do they have a log that's like maybe a foot in diameter, like a nice meaty big one?
Yeah, they would have pulled like a nice log to sit on from the woods nearby.
Okay. I want to cut it down to about a foot long, like almost like a stool sized. Well, not like stool for my giant ass, but well, I'm gonna call it what it is, an execution pallet, and I'm gonna drag it over here and get the axe out, and we're really gonna make this guy put a little fear in him.
All right, that'll take about I don't know, like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, he's all tied up and
Yep.
waiting his time, so I think that's gonna really hammer home his situation.
All right, the embers of the fire begin to die down into a nice, cozy glow.
So somebody want to wake him up? Once I have that set up, I'll get the great axe out and loom large in terms of holding it, just like running a whetstone over it. So when he wakes up, the first thing he sees is his spoon beheading.
What you should do is put the fire behind you, so all he sees is the outline of the log.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's go on this side. Qualmir, go up to the other side of him, and then we can backlight the impending beheading.
While Noct is doing that, Ondor is going to walk up to Brother Ko and say, "You fought very well. The Loyal Fury would be happy to have you as one of his followers." And while he's saying that, he puts his hand on his shoulder.
I just give him a nod.
Give him a couple of hits of lay on hand.
There you go.
He'd pass his wineskin around to everyone.
No thank you.
Freddy will take some.
We'll knock. Free drinks are free drinks.
Keep the body pure.
My body is a temple. For fun. Keep the rapier out. Low ready, like pointed towards the dude. In case he runs, stabby stab.
Okay, you stab him.
No. Like, if he
You're just
runs,
okay. So you're
if
getting
he
ready.
runs,
Okay.
I'll have the opportunity to stabby stab.
Yeah, I just want to clarify.
No coup de grace, please.
Oh my God, that's awesome. This guy Drake takes he DMs and everything too. He just sent me an image of like a dead body that I can use for a token. It's freaking awesome.
Nice.
Standing. Thanks,
All right.
Drake.
Yeah, thank you very much, Drake. Are you waking him up or?
Yeah, I wake him up by cleaning my spear off on his clothes, getting all that friendly ally blood off.
All right. So you begin to stir him, and then after a little bit of light tapping and poking and slapping, he does wake up, gain consciousness. And he attempts to move his hand to his head, but he finds that he is restrained by rope. He looks around kind of incredulously. Oh, shit.
Yes. Yes.
Oh shit, indeed, my friend.
Good day for you, is it?
No, it appears not.
My friend the orc is going to make it your last day if you do not give us some answers. Truthful answers.
And at that, he kind of looks around to the group, and then he notices a menacing figure standing with the firelight upon a small stump of a tree, and his eyes widen. Noct, please make me an intimidate check with advantage.
Yeah, 22.
His eyes widen.
Sufficiently horrifying.
Yes, so as his eyes widen, he just locks eyes on the stump, and then moves him up to Noct, noticing the axe, and then he, without blinking, he just, what do you want to know?
Where's the camp?
Is
Your main camp.
down south. I don't know a whole lot. I just know where the camp is, where we came from. We were waiting behind, filling our hungry bellies. It's in a canyon.
How far?
About 4 miles down that
South?
way. And then he nods further to the southeast.
Is there any code words or like any secrets that we should know of for this place?
I'm not sure. I'm just one of the random band members.
I would like to challenge his sincerity in that.
I'd like to roll an insight as well, please.
All right. Oof.
Good thing you did.
So,
my dice.
So Freddy, in this interaction, you gain the sense that he is just some common thug. You reason that it's probably likely that he wasn't told a lot of information, along with the other creatures in this band, more useful as fodder than anyone on a specific mission. You suspect that he probably does know some information, but he's not even aware of the significance of it.
All right. I give Andor like a quick nod, like he's being legit.
Well, tell us what you can of this camp. How many entrances or exits? The number of people that may be there. Who's the leader of this group of raiders?
I can't speak to an exact number, but there's a lot. I mean, certainly more than you could handle. I mean no offense by that. And then he kind of looks a little worried after saying that, but then he continues to speak, and he says, the only thing I know, it's in a canyon, a great canyon. Lots of room, not very many entrances. There's one main way into the camp. Everybody filters in and out. They probably have a rear guard somewhere, yeah? And then he looks up with kind of like a half smile, looking for some approval at sharing a little bit of information that he thinks would be helpful to you.
Ondar looks around. Any watchtowers, guards, anything of that nature around the camp?
Yeah.
Expectantly looking for more? Yes. Yeah.
Usually there's kobolds. Sometimes the others like the humans are posted watch, but I really can't say. I'm not involved in that. But they have watchtowers. Yes, the camp is heavily defended. It's set in a very good position.
What is the camp trying to accomplish? What is your group's purpose?
I don't know. We were just told to loot. Just loot as much as we could. Look for gold, gems, and any other valuables to bring them back.
Where do you guys hold your prisoners?
We have a pen. I think they bring all the prisoners to the pen.
What side of the camp is this pen on?
South?
Draws a diagram of this camp.
Sure, but it's kind of hard with these bonds on me. You know what I mean?
Oh, I understand that completely. Use your nose.
And then he gives a kind of fearful look, but nonetheless complies. And then he goes down on the ground and he attempts to make a very poor drawing.
Kind of shrugs and starts to undo his rope, but he says, if you run, you will die.
So he manages to get something in the shape of this into the ground. And then you start to undo his rope, and then he kind of freezes, but looks up to you, looking around to get a sense of, I guess, where your group's head is at, and then just kind of nods his head, and then begins to make a better drawing on the ground. So he starts with the main shape here again. Okay, so he explains to you that the circular area is the canyon cliff face, and then the entrance is up here with the watchtower right there at that part of the arrow, and then going in further, there is kind of the living quarters, and then deeper in is the main camp with the big heads where the generals and everybody typically are, and then the prisoner pens down to the southern side of the canyon.
So he's the little thing knocked the little mark near knock is the where the pins are.
Yeah, that he says that's where they have a big tent there. That's where we typically put all the prisoners, from what I can tell.
Are there a lot of prisoners? How many villages and towns have you all raided?
We've raided just a few smaller settlements. This is the biggest hit that we've had so far. I mean, if you're careful enough, I suppose you could probably sneak up yourself and not draw much attention to you. There's many a different cultist.
Passwords to get past the guards.
I don't remember hearing any passwords.
So you can walk into this camp without being challenged in any way.
He looks at you and says, I mean, it's never happened to me.
Ondar walks away and starts collecting the outfits of the other cultists.
All right, so these outfits are more ragtag, not official, more
Okay.
just
Wait.
the discarded and randomly found stuff. It's definitely unmistakable for like being part of this cultist group, but it's definitely not like an official garb that would identify you as a cultist. You know what I mean?
So it's not a uniform. It's just
Yeah.
heraldry on any of the shirts or
No heraldry.
smocks or nothing like that. Okay.
Nope.
None of them were wearing armor.
They were wearing. I think they had like leather, basically. Here, this is what they look like. Here.
Oh, look at them knee pads. You know what those are for?
Well, I suppose that's an actual cultist. That would be like more official. This is a more ragtag kind of random. Like they're in the cultist group, but they're not necessarily themselves cultists. They're like the hired mercenaries almost.
Yeah. So Ondar says, so what do we do with him now? You know my vote.
So, and we could leave him tied up to slowly starve, dehydrate, and be eaten by animals, or one of you can just put him down.
What? What do you mean? I told you everything I know.
Yes, this is a negotiated actual release for that. We didn't say we'd let you go.
He just begins kind of sputtering. And then all of a sudden, he
So he partaked in the killing of hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected one of you guys to just have already stabbed
Yeah,
him.
Ondar just to step up and just basically say, you've committed a foul deed upon innocent and payment is demanded, and he will make a big attack roll, trying to lop his head off.
Oh no, please! Please! And then he kind of attempts to scramble away as you advance on him.
He is not going to get far, but it's cute that he thought he could go.
So, I roll an attack?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to burn my inspiration and take advantage, please.
Okay.
Really going to chop
Well, if
this
he's-
fucking guy.
If he's tied up, still
He's
by
not
the
tied up
feet,
anymore.
We untied him for that, but I mean, even if he disengaged and ran, he ain't getting far.
Right.
And I don't.
That's a critical hit.
There's your crit.
I don't know whether to do the huzzah or the sad trombone for that.
Wait, you rolled two different crits?
No, he
Up to
dropped
3.
Oh no, okay, I rolled on mine twice. That was
And
really
I
that
think
lag.
I will add a divine smite.
Okay. You're really going for it.
I mean, it's funny.
He's dead.
his body
Ah,
simultaneously combusts.
So he's kind of scrambling on the ground, turning over, so his backside is facing the ground, doing that kind of crab crawl thing, and as he's trying to scramble away and get away from you, and you just plunge your sword deep into his gut. And you see the radiant energy surge through your blade and course through his body. And little bits of light kind of scream out of his eyes and in his open mouth as he gives out a silent scream of agony, passing down into the ground, lifeless.
Well, I hope you can do that more than once a day. That would have been useful. Not on the man who clearly was not going to fight back well.
I'm going to hold my hand out in front of me, palm up, take a look at that map that he drew, and cast prestidigitation and make myself a little hand map copy, as accurate as I can get it to what he drew.
Okay.
Sear it into my brain and remember it, and clench up my fist and look at the rest of my allies. Well, that's a couple of questions answered. A few more to go.
4 miles south of here, right?
Yeah,
4
he said
miles south by southeast.
he claimed
A
about
large
4 miles, yes.
Shall approach it day or night?
It is nighttime now. Dusk came about, I would say, an hour and a half ago.
Some fellas can't see so great in the dark. We might as well do it in the day. Outside of, Ondar's got, like, I guess, like, what's the look of our group? I mean, I'm just, like, wearing clothes. Does anybody here not look like they could be a thug?
Under's wearing chainmail
yeah.
and carrying a shield that has a symbol of Torm on it. So
Yeah, that shield might be a bit of a giveaway. The rest of it's just kind of soldier stuff. I'm wondering if we could just lie our way in.
I
Like it's like
probably
bullets.
don't really look like a thug. Like, I got like a loot and like
Thugs can have loots.
You're
Yeah.
a wandering mint.
I mean, to be fair, looking at your picture, you look the most like a thug other than me. We look like we're not really the most reputable folk.
yeah, I mean, definitely more like a wandering badass minstrel than anything. But
well, he said it was in a canyon. Perhaps we should approach it from the high ground and surveil it for a bit first.
yes, we will surveil it.
Okay, guys, so unfortunately, I am getting called in early to work. So
I mean, it's already
am
10 o'clock is normal time.
Yeah, so I am going to have to cut it right now. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for bearing with me on the week off. We will continue next week on Monday, same time. Everybody can make it?
Yep.
All right.
Should be too. Yes.
Yeah. I just needed a break. I had a lot of stuff going on, and I was just kind of overloaded.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
But yeah, so I will be finding another player because unfortunately the one that I found had a work conflict come up last minute, so he won't be available for a long time. But yeah, I will be attempting to find another player, and then when I do, I'll let you guys know.
Real happens, man.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Yeah, have a good day, gents.
Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in and watching the stream. I certainly had a good time, and I hope you did as well. Be sure to check me out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I also have a Discord, which you can find in the links below. Throw me a follow, subscribe, however you choose to stay updated for when I am streaming our next sessions. But go on, finish that mug. Last call has been called. Until next week, boys. Cheers.